I wanted you to tell us real quickly about that stage in your life when you felt a little different compared to others, and like in school, maybe you noticed that you felt probably different from the other girls, and can you tell us all the way until you two met?
Well, for me, because everybody has a different story, I always knew that I was gay, and I remember when I was little, my parents would always tell me, I was lucky enough for them to always tell me that I was special, and not having the definition for gay, I thought maybe that's what they meant. Oh, I'm special, that's wonderful. So I always thought I was different, but it didn't take on a negative connotation for me. I was just lucky in that way. And as I moved through life, and I kind of, realized what that was, and that was different than some of my other friends, I personally never felt badly about it. I always felt good about it and had, for the most part, really good experiences. I was very fortunate in that way. And for me, up until the time that I met Angela, I hadn't met the one for me, so that was something that's different, and that kind of really changed my life. I mean, it absolutely changed my life.
I have slightly a different story. Until I met Andrea, I did not even come to the realization that I was gay. I always knew something was different about me, but I didn't know what it was. And the moment I met her, from before I knew her name, it felt right. And there was never a negative, even the different, how I felt different or something was, I'm going to say wrong, but it wasn't wrong, but something in the relationships I was carrying before, something was wrong. It was more of, I was living a life that wasn't mine. I mean, how I grew up, and I grew up in a very small town where it's not that you didn't know what being gay was, but it's nothing that you were faced with on a day-to-day basis. There was nothing that you really heard of, and it wasn't spoken about. It wasn't shunned upon, but it wasn't spoken about. So I naturally fell into the path that I thought, and that most people think they're supposed to do, is you have boyfriends, and you get married, and then you have kids, and then you this, and then the house with the white picket fence, and like that whole deal started down that trail, and it never felt right.
Oh, sure. My experience, although I haven't, fortunately, I've never been bashed or anything like that, I was put in positions where I dated people that their families were not happy about it, and that was really disheartening, really discouraging. Those were not pleasant situations at all. That was really upsetting, particularly since it came from the aspect of the family liked me as an individual, or so they said and seemed, but when it came down to me having a relationship with their daughter, it took on a different feel, and to me that was really very hypocritical.
Type of thing of, a lot of people make comments of, especially particularly straight men, who make comments like they think they can change you, or
you just haven't met
the
right
person. They think, you haven't been
right
with
man.
me, this is why you're with him. It's like, no, I'm not, that's not it.
People never think that being heterosexual is a phase. Essentially, it's the same thing, it's just the flip side. Why do we think that, someone's heterosexuality is not just a phase that they're going through, or they haven't found the right person, or what have you? It kind of takes away from everybody's individual equality. The more people's lives that you touch individually, and they know you as a gay person, but as a person that they know and love and respect and see fully, I think that makes the biggest change, because any kind of change starts closest to us and then spans outward.
Especially when you have a young mind, a young individual, you have to let them know and really encourage, it's okay to be different. It's good to be different.
And there will be hard times. There's no mistaking, there will be hard times, there will be hurt, there will be many things that happen, but you must be true to yourself and be as strong as you possibly can within yourself. And there's, you know, the whole "it gets better" movement now, and you hear that a lot, but that's actually very true. Everything that you go through is a moment in time, and it does pass, and you do find yourself and your strength and your place in the world, and other people that do love and accept you and support you and respect you. So it's kind of, sometimes it's a waiting game, and sometimes it's a really tough waiting game, but it does change. Definitely.
And just because you're different, maybe discriminated against, especially I'm speaking more towards really younger children, of, you know, you tell them that if they, oh, someone picks on me because this or because that's, again, if you tell a child, it's because that person doesn't understand you. But it's okay. They will someday.
And even if they don't understand you someday, you understand, and there'll be other people that do.
Oh, and I have one more question for you guys, because I heard I follow Andrea on Twitter, and you should too. Here's the handle so you can find out more about her. You told me that you both were involved in a project. It was a feature film, right, called Lady Peacock. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Is it out already? What did you guys do in the project, etc.?
Sure. Lady Peacock is a feature film. It's a romantic comedy, and it's focusing on the LGBT community. It's a fun, cute little romp, and I was cast in it as an actor called Andrea, and Angela was cast as Angie, the bartender at the local gay bar, which the whole film kind of centers around. So it is a great, fun project. Lots of wonderful people, cast and crew. It's now actually available internationally on DVD. So you can just Google Lady Peacock and you'll find it everywhere.
That was wonderful, Andrea and Angela. I just want to thank you for your time here for Ugly Ducklings Inc. We are very happy that you were here, that you accepted to do this. Please say hi to all your friends over there. And
thank you.
Thank you very, very much for your time. And until next time, Ugly Ducklings. Bye.
Thank you for having us. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye. Bye, Ugly Ducklings.